So something I really like is superheroes, and I think, well, most people do. They're just really, really cool, like flying guys and gods and a shield and capes and all aliens and humans with cool suits. They're just really, really cool. So it's also, but sometimes they get a little odd. Say with like Guardians of the Galaxy, great. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Watching introduce me into the MCU. I love the Guardians. Groot, he's a tree mutant. It's odd, but it works and it's cool. So today we're gonna have a look at some strange ones. They're probably still pretty cool, but mainly them pretty odd. Yeah, the NCU and the MCU and I don't know, people like Shira have probably made some really would have made some really weird ones. So let's do a quick video looking at strange, weird short superheroes. Emily, I'm on to the video. First we have, so our first one is from DC, so DC. DCEU. It's hard to say, isn't it? It's hard, isn't it? It's a long anagram than MCU. I think it's DCCUM. Yeah, DCCUM. It's called For Arm Fall Off Boy. Fall Off Arm Boy. I forgot it, and I just read it the top 30 seconds ago. Arm Fall Off Boy. Basically, this guy, he could get his arm, right? You may have to, I don't know if you need like a description for this, I don't know, but you don't need a name for Arm Fall Off Boy. And you just need like a description on what he does. Arm fall. How does arm fall? He just like goes, well, it says any limbs really, but mainly his arm. It's left, right arm. He goes, weapon. It's not like some like Bucky thing where it's like prosthetic arm. Like his real arm. It's like some mutant, and he goes, hitting you with my arm. That would be great for the why'd you keep hitting yourself type thing, but with himself. Could put like his arm in their hand and go, why'd you keep hitting yourself? Why'd you keep, just like when he's, I don't know, some existential crisis, and he's going, why'd you keep hitting yourself? Why'd you keep hitting yourself? Why'd you keep hitting yourself? Why did DC make this? I'm not really. So, I don't know. What do I think of? You know what? It's funny. So this one is, they've just done like a comic adaptation. They haven't put it into the DCCUM. They haven't put it in there. I'm not, could I see? No, I don't think they ever would do live action of Arm Fall Off Boy. I think with the success they had recently with Batman, I can't see them doing Arm Fall Off Boy live action as the next movie. But I don't know, I've probably watched a big Superman thing before. No, what if they did do a live action? Sure, I'd watch it. I think it would be amusing. They're probably more likely to do a cartoon version because you haven't done a cartoon, just like comic thing for this. You know what? Arm Fall Off Boy. I like it. Well done. Next we have an addition from the MCU. You know, the MCU. The old MCU. You got your Captain Americas and your Sam Wilsons. They're the same thing. They're the same thing, aren't they? Oh well. Okay, let's think of a different one. Peppa Potts. There you go. That's someone different. She has a cool suit at the end of Endgame, so she's a superhero now. Squibble Girl. Now when I saw Squibble Girl, I was like, I think I know this character, but not seeing them. The Lego Marvel game, I have done a lot of hours in on like streams on EmilyRoseLive if you want to see some Lego Marvel game. And there's this character, this unlockable character that comes up in like tasks you can, in like side tasks, and like, when doing the missions, I was wondering, who is that? Why do they have ears? Are they some kind of like fairy or something? Who is that? Who is that? I've now realised that's Squibble Girl. I finally know who it is in that Lego game. And I've always wondered, who is the person with the fluffy ears? The human with the fluffy ears. It's like some fairy. What's going on here? What is this? I finally know it's Squibble Girl. Because it's never said in the game. And I'm like, unless it did say, I just always saw the picture and I was like, who is that? That's so odd. Oh my god, I finally know it's Squirrel Girl. Anyway, Squirrel Girl. I love the name. You know what? I like Squirrel Girl. I've seen. Has there been live action? From what it seems, no. They just kept to the cartoons. They kept this one to the comics and the cartoons. Yeah, I like Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl is great. I like, it's great. I want to watch some cartoons because I'm really fascinated by it now. Like, how did she get some powers? Is it like some, what's the Ice Age where Ellie adopts Scratching Eddie, the what are they newts? Not newts. I've watched too much on Peppa. They're the little rodent things. The rodent things are common possums. It's like some Ice Age where Ellie adopts the possums, but like the girl adopted, the squirrels adopted this girl. Or is it like the Jungle Book? Are we going more Jungle Book? Where it's like the human that gets adopted by Mowgli. Is Mowgli the monkey or the main ape? No, not ape. Gorilla. Is there a gorilla in the jungle? Yeah, there is a gorilla in Jungle Book. I want to know where Squirrel getting home from. Is it more Ice Age story, or is it more Jungle Book story, or is it something completely different where Squirrel Girl. So yeah, Squirrel Girl. Well done, MCU. This is a great character. Can't wait. It's going probably with the amount of characters that are room for Multiverse Madness. Won't be surprised if Squirrel Girl shows up there as well. There'll be some like Multiverse Madness big scene where you got like Wanda going like doing like a power, and then you go Scarlet Witch now going like zoom, 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 and then you got Strange going like whatever he does, and then you just see they just be like, oh, we're fighting by this park, and I don't know, they're indoors in New York. It's an MCU, Central Park, and you see this like person, a squirrel running past, and then like, that's a big squirrel. Why does that squirrel keep getting larger? And then the squirrel turns into a human. And they're like, yo, you look unusual and probably have some weird powers. Fight this alien from a planet that will take you 5 movies to learn how to pronounce the name. And by then you probably still won't even pronounce it right. And like, whoa, Squirrel Girl saved the day. That's what happens in Multiverse Madness. That's the plot of Multiverse. That's what happens in Multiverse Madness. As someone who doesn't even watch trailers because they like to watch movies with basically knowing nothing that's going on. That's what happens in Multiverse Madness. That's what happens. That's the plot of it. A person who transforms into a squirrel saves the day. That's the plot of it. And lastly, I'm looking at the three of the strangest superheroes in the DC and Marvel. It just said trying to figure out the anagram for DMCCU. It's only one extra letter, but it's a tongue twister, okay? It's a tongue twister. It's only one extra letter. Okay. 10-Eyed Man. This one is a comic one from DC. Basically, it's what it says. It's just a guy. Imagine a monster. I don't know if it's a monster. Unless it's a mask. I don't know. Because you know Green, I watched No Way Home, and he had Green Goblin, and the mask was off. Until the mask came off, I thought it was like some goblin, like an actual goblin, and not some like guy in a mask. Then most people would have thought that, right? Green Goblin wasn't like most people didn't think it was a person, just thought it was a goblin until he had his mask off. I was like, what a funky little goblin. What if he was like Gollum's cousin or something, I don't know. I was trying to think of a goblin if you have a name and you look like that, you're a goblin, you're a Gollum and whatever. Anyway, where am I going? 10-Eyed Man. Is this some kind of like fly or spider type deal? Are we more the fly or spider? Maybe. No, it's supposed to be Spider-Man. Maybe it's been by a fly. Then it would have been Fly Man. But like changing it up a bit, you think it would have been Fly Man, but he ends up being 10-Eyed Man. Or even a bee. Could have been by a bee. Oh no, poor bee. Because you know what happens to bees after they sting someone. Wait, bees can bite. It's a bee movie. Doesn't he eat like a lemon? Doesn't it be like a cake or something? He sits there eating like crumbs of a cake, so they can't bite things because they eat cakes. Anyway, let's just go with it was bit by a bee. But then bee man, bee woman, bee person sounds like a good hero. We're going fly option. Okay, we're going to say he was bit by a fly. That sounds a lot more realistic than bit by a bee. No. Okay, signing on fly. It's bit by a fly. We're going with that, even though he probably wasn't, but that's how we're doing this. Ten-eyed man. Ten-eye man. This nuisance thing, I like it. I like where DC went to, Ten-eyed man. I think in like variation, I think would have very like Venomy type look. You know, it's more like the spooky horror-y side, not like the happy like cute baby Groot kind, like the more Venom Mobius kind. I think it's more like that. Yeah, Ten-eyed man. I like it. I like the concept. I do like it. Sounds like you see like the Owl House, right? And in the latest episode, spoiler if you haven't seen the last episode of Owl House, I'm just gonna wait a few seconds in case any Owl House enjoyers here. Okay, that's enough time. So I'm waiting and sing some of the theme tune. You know, in the last episode, Hollow Minds, where it was like this variation, the inner demons of Bellows, and one of them was like this giant monster that was like hill-shaped and it had like big fur and loads of different eyes. I'm getting kind of that vibes from it. I'm getting kind of that kind of Bellows vibes. Owl House spoiler over. There you go. Owl House spoiler section over. That's what I'm getting from. That's what I'm getting from it. Also, speaking of the last episode of Owl House. Okay, spoiler moment. That's what we are. Spoiler moments. We just sing the theme tune or something. I'm doing the spoiler. Okay, Hunter. Little clone boy. He tore off the game and he panicked and he ran off. Oh, I was like, Hunter, you born there, you're 16 and you're a clone and you just found out you're a clone. Oh, but you creepy creators. You said he was your uncle, but he's not his dead brother. And it's so creepy, but you poor little thing. Yeah, that was sad. Anyway, Ten-eyed man. He's got a lot of eyes. I was having a look at some of the strange superheroes. You know what? I'm not being MCU biased because I'm all MCU over these days. I've seen everything but Moon Knight. Well, in the timeline order, because not like the Deadpools and the X-Men's and all. The 7 seasons, 50 episodes long Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because that's long. That would take a while to watch. But it's meant to be really good. No, I think it would. I don't think my attention span could handle it. Well, maybe it could. Because that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of hours in time. But can keep watching to know if I ever watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Because that will take so long to watch. I do encourage Coulson's a good character though, so it will be interesting to watch. And I don't like concept of it. Sounds interesting. Anyway, and I did like the whole stuff to do with S.H.I.E.L.D. before they got, Hydra-fied. Before they got all Hydra-fied. I did like the whole S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff. Anyway, so if you my favourite was Squibble Girl, yeah. I like squirrels. Squirrels are good animals. So, if you enjoyed the video, people know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow Twitter at EmilyRoseLive and the Twitch EmilyRoseLive. And I'll see you next time, people. Bye!